Imagine being just a morning jog away from facing nature's fiercest predators, wolves. One wrong step, and you're in their territory, surrounded, outnumbered, and fighting for your life. This isn't a scene from a movie, it's a chilling, true story. What happens when our world collides with the wild in the most unexpected way? Today, we dive deep into the jaw-dropping account of a woman who ventured too close to danger and lived to tell the tale. Or did she? Buckle up, because this story will leave you questioning. How close is too close to the wild? Welcome to Savage Tales Animal Encounters, where we uncover the most intense, heart-pounding and awe-inspiring stories of humans and wildlife colliding in ways you won't believe. From the untamed jungles to backyard surprises, we explore the raw, unfiltered world of nature's wildest moments. In today's episode, we're breaking down the harrowing story of a woman who found herself face to face with wolves while jogging through a safari park near Paris. How did she survive, and what lessons can we learn from her terrifying encounter? Stick around, because you won't want to miss a second of this savage tale. Before we dive into this extraordinary encounter, we need your help to keep bringing you these thrilling stories. If you love exploring the untamed side of life, make sure to smash that like button. It lets us know you're ready for more wild adventures. Hit the subscribe button and join our growing community of wildlife enthusiasts. Don't forget to ring that notification bell so you're the first to know every time we upload a new jaw-dropping story. We also want to hear from you. Have you ever had a close encounter with wildlife? Or what's your take on this unbelievable wolf attack? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and let's get the conversation started. Finally, if you think this story is worth sharing, go ahead and send this video to a friend or family member who loves all things wild. Together, we can explore and learn from the untamed side of life. Now sit back, get comfortable, and prepare to experience nature's raw power like never before. This is Savage Tales Animal Encounters, where the wild meets the world, one story at a time. The events leading up to the terrifying wolf attack began as a seemingly serene morning in one of France's most unique wildlife destinations, the Wow Safari Thoiry, located just outside Paris. Known for its sprawling 370-acre property that houses over 1,500 animals, the park offers visitors a chance to experience the wild up close while staying in safari-style lodges. These lodges are advertised as intimate retreats, allowing guests to safely observe Arctic wolves and other wildlife from the comfort of their accommodations. The 37-year-old woman visiting the park with her mother and young child had stayed overnight in one of these lodges. She was reportedly excited about the tranquil escape, drawn by promises of silence, rest and disconnection amidst the beauty of nature. According to her later statements, she had been assured by a park ranger that the animals were securely confined within enclosures, which eased any concerns she may have had about venturing outdoors. The following morning, she decided to start her day with a jog. Leaving her family behind in the lodge, she set off alone, enjoying the crisp morning air and the peaceful surroundings. The park's layout featured winding trails and pathways, some leading into areas reserved for cars and enclosed safaris. Despite her confidence in the park's safety, she encountered minimal signage indicating restricted zones. A single green sign along her route reportedly carried text, but lacked any bold warnings or universal danger symbols that might have signaled the potential for roaming predators. As she jogged deeper into the park, she was met with an eerie quiet. The path ahead seemed clear, and the tranquility gave no indication of the danger lurking nearby. She passed through areas separated by what appeared to be security measures, such as trenches and electric fences, but the boundaries were not distinctly marked for pedestrians. Feeling at ease, she pressed on. Unbeknownst to her, she was gradually entering the park's safari zone, a section of the property where animals, including Arctic wolves, are allowed to roam freely. The space was designed for visitors to safely observe these majestic creatures from the confines of their vehicles. On foot, however, she was crossing into an area where humans were not meant to tread. As she jogged, she began to notice subtle changes in her surroundings. The trees grew denser, the air seemed heavier, and the sounds of wildlife became more pronounced. Soon her path took her into a clearing where she spotted movement in the distance. To her left, a bear was grazing, a massive and intimidating figure even from afar. On her right, a white blur caught her eye, a lone Arctic wolf standing still, watching her intently. The woman's instincts kicked in. She tried to remain calm, maintaining eye contact with the wolf while slowly retreating. Her heart raced as she realized she had made a grave error in judgment. She wasn't supposed to be here, not on foot, not in this zone, not unprotected. But it was already too late. As the wolf's posture changed, lowering into a predatory stance, a chilling realization dawned on her. She was not alone. Suddenly, movement from the underbrush revealed two more wolves joining the first, their eyes fixed on her. The pack was assembling, their natural instincts awakened, and then it began. What started as a peaceful morning in nature had now turned into a fight for survival. In the blink of an eye, the boundary between human and predator dissolved, leaving the woman vulnerable in the heart of the wild. The moment the wolves moved, the fragile calm of the morning shattered. The woman tried to hold her ground, hoping to maintain control of the situation, but the first wolf charged with startling speed. Her instinct screamed at her to run, but she knew that fleeing might trigger the wolf's predatory drive even more. Still, fear overpowered reason, and she turned to sprint back the way she came. The first wolf lunged for her calf, its powerful jaws sinking in as it yanked her off balance. She fell hard onto the dirt path, her breath knocked from her lungs. Pain shot through her leg as the wolf's teeth clamped tighter, shaking its head in an effort to bring her down completely. Before she could react, the second wolf joined the attack, biting into her back, its claws raking against her skin. Desperately, she tried to fight back, swinging her arms and kicking out with her uninjured leg, but the wolves were relentless. She screamed, the sound echoing through the forested area, but there was no immediate help in sight. The third wolf, circling her like a shadow, moved in for her throat. She turned her head just in time, but its teeth grazed her shoulder, tearing through her clothing and breaking the skin. Pinned to the ground, she could feel the weight of the wolves pressing down on her as they worked together, a pack instinct honed for survival. They weren't just attacking, they were hunting. The bites to her neck and back grew more vicious as she thrashed in desperation, her blood staining the dirt beneath her. Amid the chaos, her screams caught the attention of nearby park staff. A zookeeper who happened to be conducting routine checks in the area heard the chilling cries for help and immediately radioed for backup. Armed with tools to control the animals, the zookeeper rushed toward the scene, shouting and waving to distract the wolves. The wolves hesitated, their attention momentarily diverted. This gave the woman a sliver of hope, and with a final surge of adrenaline, she managed to roll onto her side, clutching her bleeding neck to slow the flow of blood. The zookeeper's continued efforts, along with the arrival of additional staff, eventually forced the wolves to retreat back into their enclosure, where they were contained. The woman, battered and bleeding, lay motionless on the ground as the staff surrounded her, assessing the severity of her injuries. She had sustained deep lacerations to her neck, calf, and back, as well as puncture wounds on her arms and legs from the wolf's teeth. Her breathing was shallow, her voice reduced to faint gasps from the damage to her throat. Emergency responders arrived within minutes, stabilizing her on site before rushing her to the nearest hospital in critical condition. The swift medical intervention saved her life, but the physical and emotional scars were severe. Doctors worked tirelessly to address the extensive injuries, including repairing her damaged larynx, but she was left unable to speak in the immediate aftermath. The incident sparked a media frenzy, with news outlets around the world reporting on the attack. Authorities launched an investigation to determine how she had accessed the restricted zone. Questions arose about the adequacy of the park's safety measures, including signage, barriers, and guest education. The woman's family, devastated by the ordeal, stayed by her side as she began her slow recovery. In the days following the attack, her condition stabilized, but the emotional trauma remained palpable. She later filed a legal complaint against the park, alleging negligence and a failure to uphold basic safety standards. For the park itself, the fallout was immediate. management conducted an internal review, facing pressure to enhance security protocols and improve warning systems. Animal rights advocates and public safety experts weighed in, debating the balance between offering immersive wildlife experiences and ensuring visitor protection. The scars on her body told a harrowing story, but the woman's resolve to ensure no one else faced a similar ordeal became her new focus. This tragic encounter served as a chilling reminder of the power and unpredictability of the natural world, and the consequences of crossing boundaries meant to protect both humans and animals. What an absolutely terrifying encounter, one that reminds us just how powerful and unpredictable the wild can be. This woman's story is a harrowing testament to the thin line between human curiosity and nature's raw instincts. We hope this tale sparks reflection and respect for the incredible creatures we share this planet with. If you found this story gripping, don't leave without taking a moment to show your support. Smash that like button to let us know you enjoyed this deep dive into the wild side of life. Subscribe to Savage Tales, Animal Encounters to join our growing community of wildlife enthusiasts, thrill seekers and storytellers. And hey, if you don't want to miss a single heart-pounding tale, make sure to ring that notification bell so you're the first to know when we upload more savage adventures. We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Have you ever come face to face with the wild? What do you think could have prevented this attack? Your input helps us build a vibrant community where we can learn from one another. And don't forget to share this video with someone who loves exploring stories of nature's power. They'll thank you for it. Thank you for watching and being a part of this journey into the untamed. Until next time, stay curious, stay safe, and remember, this is Savage Tales, Animal Encounters, where the wild meets the world one story at a time. See you soon.